Let's take a look at tonight's NHL hockey games for the date of January the 12th, 2018. All bets and of the like with each his own risk reward. These are afternoon games, not going to go over them. I got one play tonight, and it's this game. It's the first night game shown here. Backing Carey Price against Sergei Varlamov, and the Montreal Canadiens laying a goal and a half. And I really only want to play top rated selections. There's a lot of games I passed on that I probably would have previously played, but this is the best play. Why in the world do we have the Montreal Canadiens as small favorites only against a team as poor right now as the Colorado Avalanche? They're almost saying, okay, this is how good these teams were back at Thanksgiving. As Montreal, well, they started the season off pretty good, and they're playing relatively decent. I can't say the same for Colorado. Laying a goal and a half, this price is just too hefty. I got 244, or a bit better than that. But Montreal is the play. 245, I think I got. Washington home to the Columbus Blue Jackets. No opinion, no play. Huge, massive opinion. And I might even just make a speculation bet on this. On the Boston Bruins in Toronto against the Toronto Maple Leafs. There's the flu is what Freddie Anderson has. He is out. Michael Hutchinson will get, I think, his fourth consecutive start or something in that area. He's already had a shutout in one of his occasions. Boston's been playing tremendous hockey of late. Tremendous. And since the end of the regular season yesterday, well, Boston defeated Toronto in 7 in the first round last year. They've won 2 of the first 3 games so far in the early going, both games by multiple goals as well, in consideration of the goal and a half. Interestingly of note, though, I think one way of playing this is not the money line or even the puck line of laying a goal and a half. Rather that of the regulation line. Boston's got a good offense, and when I look at the game going to overtime, quite frankly, there's just some teams I cannot fade in overtime, and the Maple Leafs are one of them. So if I'm looking to bet against Toronto, I'll oftentimes look at a regulation level with such, in this case, you get a bit better of a price. And then if you think a team's really good in overtime, you never take them on the regulation. You're always going to take the money line. Okay, we got possible over in the Tampa Bay Buffalo game. I love playing Tampa over, Buffalo under. Dominique was in net for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Buffalo's a defensive-minded team. They got Jack Eichel back in the lineup, but when I looked at the price, I was hoping, honestly, to get really good price and back the Buffalo Sabres. No so doing. Detroit Red Wings heading into Minnesota to take on the Minnesota Wild. Minnesota monstrous favorites. They're a little iffy-ish kind of team. If anything, a draw would be something, but I'm not touching this with a 10-foot pole. We have the Vegas Golden Knights heading into Chicago to take on the Chicago Blackhawks. And in this game, we got the Vegas Golden Knights are the small favorites in this game, or medium-sized favorites rather. Delia, well, Chicago hasn't been so great. Vegas is turning it on of recent time, but I mean, opinion play, I guess, on Vegas. Even then, it's tough to do. St. Louis and Dallas. This Jordan Bennington guy in 2 starts, off to a good start, and Ben Bishop has been good as well. Possible under situation, and that's just something that I'm thinking along the way with a way to possibly play this, or anything related to a low-scoring game. Fantasy hockey may want to avoid playing skaters from either one of these 2 teams. I'm not playing any fantasy hockey, and actually, what I'm doing is I'm trying to figure out some stuff about fantasy football and basketball. as I've been researching for the last few days what it takes to win. But they have the showdown games, and I figured that out. I'm trying to figure out NBA, so we'll see how I do. I'm playing all 4 showdowns at low stakes, very aggressively. So, uh, $25, not much. $30, $40, not much. Anyway, Arizona, Edmonton, Darcy Kuemper, Cal Talbot. In a situation like this, Arizona is a team that's overall just not too good. They're overplaying how bad I think they are, and Edmonton's underplaying how good I think they are. And neither team I think are really overly good or bad. I think, but I really cannot back the the Arizona Coyotes in a spot where they're just only small underdogs on the road, even against a team like Edmonton. And Edmonton as a team, I don't really trust much at all. Now I see a +1 or +193 plus place on the puck line, 33% likelihood, 34% to break even. No, it's probably relatively close. I still wouldn't want to touch that one. And big favorites we have with the Ottawa Senators in San Jose to take on the San Jose Sharks. So when I say big, I mean they're like a -350 money line area. We could see on the puck line they're actually they're favored to cover the puck line, and it's a too big of a number to lay. Ottawa, I mean they're just a bad team. And finally, we got the Pittsburgh Penguins heading into Los Angeles to take on the Los Angeles Kings. Casey DeSmith is likely to be a net for the Pittsburgh Penguins, and it really doesn't matter which of the two that is in net. I have a huge opinion play, and if I wasn't playing too many games, I'd be on Pittsburgh laying a goal and a half, even on the road in this spot. Kings have played a little bit better. They started off really bad, so I think they played worse than they should have been at the start, better than they are lately. Pittsburgh definitely started the season off worse than they were. They got off to a cool start, but they've been playing some good pucks as of late. So thank you for tuning in to the video. Again, only one pick that I'm playing, and that is that of the Montreal Canadiens as a 1.5 goal favorite. You're getting a price much greater than +200. I think I know at +200 you need to win 33% of the time to break even. That and a third. That's just simple math. But I think it's close to 36, 38% likely, even 40%. That they win by 2. Even the money line I think is a good play as well, because I think the chances that they win the game outright is at least 60%. And have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.